Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody. Good morning and good afternoon, and welcome to the Pascal Show. I was going to be doing a show at 7, but unfortunately I'm going to have to reschedule that particular show. And this story just kind of recently just popped off. I mean, this is brand spanking new as of, let's see, what is it? Said this, at least as far as this article, around 2 p.m. Pacific time. So like about an hour or so, an hour and a about an hour and a half old, I guess. This news has been percolating and sitting around, if I got my time right. Okay, but this is breaking news, y'all. This is breaking news. Ezra Miller has been arrested. For what reason, you may ask? Well, we're about to find out. If you want to know, just read the damn title, right? The most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Why get arrested for that? Because you got monies. Why? You got that flash money, dough. You got that flash money, dough. Again, let me say that again. You got that flash money, dough. So why are you being arrested for doing something like this? I would expect mo money. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I expect you to have the money so you can be able to do what you need to do. You feel me? My Lord. Okay. Man. Okay, so this is breaking. They got him. They got them for this, but they didn't get them for other things, which makes no sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to you guys, but it don't make no sense to me. The math, as I say, ain't mathin' for me on this one, y'all. It just ain't working for me. So we got to jump into this story. Not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time and an informative time. Okay, at least in this particular story, it's a little bit lighter. It's not so heavy, but still, we still got to kind of take a little bit of a trip down memory lane on some stuff with this particular individual. All right, because there's some interesting accusations that are being told out here that are just absolutely mind-blowing to me. So we got to dive into that too. Thought I would have didn't expect this to happen today. Let me just say that. I'll just say that right off the bat. Didn't expect this to happen today, but we're gonna talk about it because everybody's eyes have been on this particular individual. All right, Ezra mother-loving Miller. Okay, so we got to get into some things, but somebody already gave me a super chat, which I really do appreciate it. Michael Clark, what up, man? Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I really do appreciate it. It's always something with Ezra. Damn, I agree. There's always something up, y'all. Ezra Miller, I'll say right now, has been arrested. And not for what you think they'd be arrested for. They're being arrested for something completely different and the most ridiculous reasons. Okay? So we got to talk about it, of course. You know the procedure. We're going to get through it, so we got to, because that's just how we do. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Make it scream out your name, the whole enchilada. All right? That would really, really mean a lot. And, of course, if you haven't done it yet and you enjoy this show or you have watched this show and you're enjoying the vibes, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. If you could ever be so kind, if you've already subscribed and you just want to support this channel, please go hit that join button down below. Support this channel. Of course, I got that Patreon. Please join my locals as well. All right. Be great to have you over there as well. Support in any way you can. And of course, I got that CashApp too. Okay. Shameless plug. I got that CashApp. I have to say that because I got to keep the lights on somehow. Okay. So I appreciate all y'all for being on here. Of course, I got to go through all that go through the motions. You know, it's a part of business. So we can get into this story now. Well, Ezra. Okay. We already been hearing some crazy accusations revolving around this individual by the name of Ezra Miller. If you don't know who Ezra Miller is, they are performing as, or they play the Flash in the DC universe. All right, in the DC movie universe, there is a new Flash standalone Flash movie that's about to come out any day now, or any time now. All right. That they still, I mean, it's already been it's already in the can. The Flash is done. It's ready to go. It seems as if the WB is very, very serious about keeping Ezra Miller as the Flash. Nothing has changed, but we have heard many accusations around Ezra. Everything from, I don't know, that Ezra is running his own. I can't even say the word. Can I say the word on this platform? The CULT? Okay. All right. I feel like that's the other word you can't, the other C word you can't say on this on this platform, or on YouTube at least. But the CULT? Okay. The see you later today. There you go. All right. You know what I'm saying. The acronym. Smash it together. There you go. There's the word down below. Okay. So there's been accusations of them starting their own see you later today. Wow. I almost messed that one up. Okay. There's accusations of that. There's also accusations of them trying to impregnate some of their followers. It's very interesting. We are going to be taking a little bit of a trip down memory lane, going backwards a little bit, but let's get into the meat and potatoes, shall we? Now, a lot of y'all are wondering what the hell is going on. I like to know too. Seriously, Ezra, what's up, man? Or what's up? I can't say that sucks. And I'm trying to be respectful. You know what I'm saying. Okay. But what's up? What's up with that, dude? What's up with that? It makes no sense to me. Okay. So they have been arrested. Ezra Miller has been arrested. And why they have been arrested will actually blow your mind, but then at the same time, not surprise you, because it seems very much like their MO. But let's get into this, and then we're going to be looking into some weird see you later today type vibes that apparently they are embracing, or they're implementing into their commune of people that they have in their farm, I guess, in Vermont. This is just getting crazy. And I'm glad that they have at least been arrested for something, but nothing has been slapped on them. They haven't caught anything else. There's been so many other things going on leading up to this that they could be slapped with. So many, they could be catching so many cases, but they ain't caught not one, except now. Because they're doing something so stupid. Let's go. The Flash star, Ezra Miller, charged with felony burglary in Vermont. I'm saying, Ezra must have been really thirsty. Desperate for just to quench my thirst. Just thirsty. But let's continue. Ezra Miller, the embattled star of Warner Brothers' The Flash movie, has been charged with felony burglary in Vermont, according to Vermont State Police report, or according to a Vermont State Police report. According to the police report, the police were notified of a burglary complaint from a residence in Stamford at 5:55 p.m. on May 1st. Police found several bottles of alcohol were taken from the residence while the homeowners were not present. After collecting statements and looking at surveillance video, police found probable cause to charge Miller with felony burglary into an unoccupied dwelling. So they located Miller on the 7th, that was yesterday, at 11:23 p.m. and issued them a citation to appear in Vermont Superior Court on September 26th for arraignment. According to the Rolling Stone investigation in June, Miller, okay, we know about this part. They have been housing a 25-year-old mother with 3 children who are between the ages of 1 and 5 at the actor's home ranch in Stamford, Vermont. The property doubles as an unlicensed cannabis farm, so there's a whole lot of, no stems, no seeds, no stress on this farm, okay? And has several firearms on the premises, according to the report. One source spoke to the Rolling Stone, alleged that a 1-year-old child was found with a loose bullet in their mouth. We already know this stuff, but apparently it seems as if this person is having kind of a putting together a commune or a see you later today type of gathering at their Vermont ranch. Yeah. It's unclear whether the Stamford properties are one and the same. So you look at this and you go, wait a second. So homeboy, or they have been hit with a citation for stealing bottles of liquor from their neighbor. I'm just going to let that sink in. I'm just gonna let that sink in. Okay? Just let that sink in. So right now, they have to show up on the 20, where was it? They got to show up on September 26th. And if they don't, they're going to be in some serious trouble. Okay? So I guess this was a home that not a lot of people stay in. Okay? Maybe this is something that not a lot of people stay in. It's maybe a vacation home that's just sitting there. This neighboring home, all right? The one that was that they committed the breaking and entering, the B&E. Okay? So clearly they were desperate for several bottles of alcohol. And then, of course, the cops went through all this stuff. Went through all these videos to find out, oh, no, that's Ezra Miller. Because, you see, he doesn't have the powers. Like, they didn't see a blur. Like he just walked in slowly. They walked in slowly. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like Ezra just ran in and ran out like poof. He walked. Ezra was sauntering in to the home and just grabbed bottles. See, in real life, Ezra's not the Flash, so they don't have that speed. So no Flash. Yeah, exactly. Lori Z. No Flash. Okay, but interesting, right? So because of course I'm kind of going through this and I'm going, what in the hell? Because it also makes you wonder if this particular individual is actually going to show up. Is actually going to show up to their court date. Seriously, same thing over here. IndieWire saying the same thing. Charged with felony burglary after stealing alcohol from Vermont home. This is how they're going to get Ezra Miller. this is how they're going to get Ezra Miller. Now, it's interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. One thing I need to fix. Whoops. Still to me, it's just very weird because now they've been charged with the felony burglary, doing what they did. Now they have to show up. All right. Now they actually have to show up to this particular court date. And I'm still wondering if that's going to actually happen. I don't think it will. All right. This incident marks Miller's third brush with law enforcement in 2022, following 2 arrests in Hawaii earlier this year. First for disorderly conduct and harassment at a karaoke bar. And I get it. Let's keep it real. Sometimes you hear music and you're like, just stop. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have the karaoke bar and they're just doing a terrible job, right? Sometimes you just want to say things, but you internalize it because you don't want to say it out loud because you don't want to hurt their feelings. I think what happened with Ezra at that time, they got a little too drunk and they just said exactly what everybody else in the bar was thinking, and that got them in a lot of trouble. Let's just say that. All right? Period. Okay? I think that's what happened. You know, they're going, sweet Caroline. And they're like, stop it. Shut up. You see what I'm saying? And then that got them in trouble. Okay? Like I said, you just got to let the person just sing to their heart's content. It's only going to be a few minutes, right? They're not singing the whole night. I'm just saying. But then they also got another. They caught another case for a second-degree assault during a later incident, and of course that one was absolutely insane. That one was where, I mean, they've been in a lot of trouble. Let's just say that. Okay, there's also stories of them being getting restraining orders against them for threatening to do certain things to people's wives and all that stuff. We basically know the gist of all of this, okay? But of course, right here, it's also reported back in June 2022 that Miller was housing a woman and her three children, which we already know. Now, what's also interesting, let's not forget the situation with Takata Iron Eyes, okay? Recently, more details emerged about Ezra Miller's relationship with 18-year-old Takata Iron Eyes, whose parents have accused Miller of facilitating an inappropriate relationship marred by, you know, the recreational things and physical and verbal, all of which Takata has denied and still does so to this day. Speculations abound whether, I mean, we already know. I'm wondering what's up with the WB, Discovery, and DC with this whole movie, right? You look at Ezra. You also look at AH. Also, for an example, 2 actors that are playing big roles. One not as big of a role as the other. Let's be real. Ezra is the lead, is the Flash in this standalone movie called The Flash. That movie is in the can. And a lot of people are wondering what the hell's going to happen here. Now with AH, we're hearing many different stories where at first she was only in it for a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Then it moved from 10 minutes to 30, 25, 30 minutes. Now we're hearing that it's dropped all the way down to 2 minutes, right? And now there's another story coming out saying that she was possibly cut out completely from the film. I don't know what to say. All I know is those are all rumors, and we haven't heard anything solid on her part. But when it comes to this person, this individual, all right, Ezra Miller, this mother lover, flying off the seat of their own pants, don't even know what to do with themselves, are getting themselves in a lot of trouble. More and more speculations of a see you later today type situation going on. And there's more, but we're going to get into it. But right now, Ezra Miller is being charged with felony burglary after stealing alcohol from a neighbor's home in his Vermont ranch, in which he's having allegedly almost seems like a see you later today type of vibe. Okay? This is very interesting. And yes, like Paige, I'm saying the same thing, Paige. Dang. Like, you got your own monies. Does this make sense? What? It makes no sense. You got money. You got money. I would assume you got money. Unless you don't know how to prioritize and balance your checkbook and whatnot. If you're playing it right, if you're playing your cards right, you shouldn't be going next door stealing liquor. And of course, if you have a bunch of people in your crib, can't you go to the people in your crib and say, hey, man, here's the 20. Go down to the local market and pick up a couple bottles. Or, here's a couple 20s. Go down the street and buy us a couple sixers and a bottle real quick if this is what y'all want. Why steal from next door? It just doesn't make sense to me. I got some super chats. We're gonna be continuing on. I promise you. Harriet Manning, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. And seriously, thank you so much for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. You're making my day. I'm laughing so hard. I'm glad you're laughing. Okay, I'm glad you're laughing, and thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I got another super chat here. Mo, what's up, Mo? Thank you so much for the 5. Are we sure that they aren't the real Flash? They're in Hawaii, Iceland, Berlin, and Vermont. Yeah. This person everywhere. They're everywhere, man. I don't know. But now, maybe this is their way of trying to get Ezra Miller for all these other things that they're accusing Ezra Miller of doing. Like, let's take a look at this, which is also interesting. A woman who visited his Airbnb in Iceland said everyone there seemed hypnotized. This is in Iceland. This is what happened in Iceland. And this article from The Insider is only 6 hours old. Hypnotized. And no, we ain't talking about Biggie. Hypnotized, huh? We're not talking about that. Okay? So a woman, let me show you guys this. Let me blow this up so y'all can see this. This is crazy to me, y'all. Crazy. And the more BS that comes out of this person's situation, the more I keep wondering, why are they still the Flash? The more problems that keep coming out, the more I keep looking at, the more I'm looking at WB like, you still got time to recast. But clock's ticking, though. What you gonna do, WB? No one's done nothing so far. The only thing that they're doing is hiding behind it, saying that they're very excited about this movie, The Flash. Apparently, it's really, really good. But who wants to stand by and support a movie that has somebody that they're claiming is doing unbelievable things to people? Actually, hold on. Let me make sure I get this thing up too, because that's the other thing. There's some other stories, y'all, that are absolutely mind-blowing to me. Okay? It's mind-blowing. Hold on. Hold on. I just want to make sure I have these other things too. Now, don't know if this is a fully reliable source here on this one other one that I'm going to show you guys here shortly. I'm probably going to say this again here in just a minute when I show you guys the article, but I'm just saying this out loud. So it just doesn't make sense to me that this whole thing is even a real thing. Okay. I'm sorry, I keep messing it up, but they got a lot of splaining to do. Okay. Lucy, you have some splaining to do. You got some splaining to do. So here it is. A woman says that people are in this commune type situation. All right. That seem to be hypnotized. And these are people in Iceland. This is 6 hours ago. So they got Ezra for a felony. Okay. Again, let me show that to you again. Charged with felony burglary in Vermont. But there's also stories about him in Iceland doing some things like this person busy, y'all. This person busy. Okay. This person busy, y'all. Okay. So let's look at this really quick. So they say in Iceland, March 2020, this woman recently told the Insider that she felt everyone was hypnotized and compared the location to a commune. The allegation is part of a larger Insider investigation into the actor's behavior. All right. So Miller, 29, is known for playing. We already know about The Flash. All right. They spent about 2 months in Iceland before or after filming on the movie Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Okay. That's when, and of course, it was halted in London because of the Rona, the Insider reported. While there, sources said to the Insider, their behavior became increasingly erratic. I get it. We all got a little crazy because we were all locked up. But at the same time, this person is acting increasingly erratic. Of course, they also made a lot of headlines, including one in April of 2020, where they put their hands around the neck of a fan. No charges were filed by the authorities, and neither Miller nor their representatives have ever given a statement about that encounter. And we've seen that video years ago, okay? Can't believe that was years ago, but that was years ago, y'all. Now, in the Insider investigation, one woman says Miller's behavior while inside a luxury Airbnb they were renting was equally troubling. The woman who visited Miller's Airbnb, which was located in the Reykjavik suburb, okay, place in Iceland, okay, compared her experience at the home to living on a commune. She says, I felt like everyone was hypnotized, she said, adding that guests seemed enamored by Miller. Do you hear, by the way, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut in the middle of this, but doesn't this sound kind of familiar though? We read an article I think it was Friday, where Jessica Reed Krause put out a huge expose about AH and her relationship with Rocket Man. And they said that people were enamored by her, that this woman was magnetic, that she knew how to turn on that Southern charm. I do say, I must declare, she would do that. And people would be enamored by her. Same thing with this person here too. Guests seemed enamored by Miller and hanging on their every word, according to the report. At the Airbnb, sources told Insider that Miller's personal assistant and spiritual advisor, Jasper Youngbear, yeah, they have a spiritual advisor and a personal assistant. Oh my God. Would lead group meditations, and that Miller even alluded to possessing supernatural powers. This person's the Jesus. He Jesus. Supernatural powers. Okay. Youngbear also told many locals that he had cut off, quote unquote, at least one of his fingers during a ritual ceremony. What? And of course, Youngbear did not respond to Insider's request for comment in the initial report. But say what? Say what? Say what? He did what? So apparently, what? Okay. Cut off one of his fingers during a ritual ceremony. And this person right here that we're looking at is the second coming of Christ, apparently. Superpowers. Seriously, there's something up. Something is up with Ezra. Seriously. All jokes aside, what? Miller also exhibited erratic mood swings when someone tried to leave the house, several sources told Insider. The woman who visited the house in March told Insider reporters that the actor became angry when she tried to use the phone in front of them. They even told her they could read minds, according to the woman. She told the Insider she felt trapped and intimidated before eventually texting a family friend to come and get her. I was a bit traumatized for a while. It was one of the weirdest days I've ever experienced. Another 23-year-old woman who visited the house and wished to remain anonymous told Insider that Miller's attitude would shift without warning. She described one incident of guests changing a song in the house, which caused Miller to fly into a rage, according to the report. They snapped from being a friendly host to this really angry person. I wonder what song it was. You know what I mean? I wonder what song it was that made them snap, that they switched over from. What was Ezra's favorite song? You know what I'm saying? YMCA, and then they switched it over to Baby, and he's like, no! You know what I mean? What happened here? What happened here? What happened? What about that song? I'm trying to think of godly songs, okay? Godly pop songs, you know what I mean? Tell me all your thoughts on God. That one. That's probably what they're playing. And then they switched it over to some Mega the Stallion or something like that. Just, and he's like, no! You know what I mean? What made this person lose their damn mind? Okay? Interesting. Incidents like those, or like the ones described, reportedly sparked rumors in Iceland that Miller was running a see you later today out of this particular Airbnb. Yeah. Oh, the plot just gets thicker than a snicker. It does, baby. Okay? Because I got more. I got more for you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I do not know if this is entirely true. But these are accusations. Okay? So we got to talk about it. Let's take a look at this one, too. This is, it just seems too good to be true. You know what I mean? Not too good to be true. It just seems like this is so far-fetched, but at the same time, these are the stories that just keep falling out. Okay? They keep falling right off the back of a truck. Real talk. Just bloop, And now you see that. I'm not reading that out loud. I can't, because I'll just be code wording the hell out of that title. But you see it right there. Apparently, they were trying to allegedly, do some unsavory things with people that are not of age. There it is. And some of them trying to create some offspring. If you get what I'm saying. Not cool at all, y'all. Not cool at all. But apparently, just like a lot of other leaders of see you later todays, they have a tendency to feel like they got that super sperm, that they got that they got that special DNA, and they just want to spread that love. Okay? Sorry. They want to spread that mayonnaise. Seriously. That's not right. But doesn't that seem like a pattern here? Let's just keep it straight funkies, ladies and germs. Okay? This is not how you do it. That's not how you do it. That ain't gangster. Okay? Got a couple super chats I want to get to really quick. And again, I appreciate all y'all, all your support. Seriously. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. You guys are dope. And of course, I am not doing a 7 p.m. show this evening. That show I'm pushing to later for tomorrow, because that is a very big conversation. It's all about JonBenet Ramsey and all the mysteries that are that surround her case. We will be talking with Jason Jensen, live tomorrow about that. Because it was her 25th year anniversary of her death and all that. And there's some new information that could solve the case. Finally, y'all. Finally. All right. But let me get to these super chats real quick before we go into this monstrosity of an article. Like I said, this person is out here trying to allegedly create offspring with other peeps. Just saying. And apparently brainwashing young individuals into thinking things the way that the way that Ezra wants them to think. And that's sad. Okay. M169. Thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate it. The place in Iceland pronounced Reykjavik. There you go. Hopefully I said it right. Reykjavik. Thank you. It's another language. It's another country. I'm just like, let me just skip over that so I don't, you know what I mean, offend anybody. GG, exactly. That Waco or that wacko. Okay. Seriously, this is not good. This is not looking good for him. Laura Strada, thank you so much for the 5. Pascal, I love when you are joyous. It's really infectious since I've been a little sad today. So thank you. You're very welcome, Laura. And hey, I'm sorry you're not feeling so happy today. Okay? Everybody give her some love. Give her some hearts in the chat. We all need a pick-me-up every once in a while, okay? Or more than just every once in a while. But that's why we're here as a family. So give her some love, give her some hearts. Tell Laura that everybody in here, tell her that we love her and we got her back. Period. All right. However you want to show her love, show her that love. All right. She deserves it today too. She deserves it every day, just like every single last one of y'all. All right. Berenice Rivas, thank you so much for the $5 sticker. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Dragonfly Kisses, $5. Thank you so much. Sad thing is people know Ezra is unstable. I'm sorry. And it seems nothing is being done to stop it. This is not going to end well. Here's the thing. I'm really hoping that by this new charge and by Ezra actually showing up to this courtroom, all right, that maybe just maybe, this will slow them down. But yes, I think that even if they okay, let's just be real. There are chances. Chances are Ezra doesn't show up to the court date. Doesn't even show up. Doesn't even occupy the time. If that happens, then Ezra will literally be out on a lamb. There will be a warrant out for their arrest if they do not show up. Or, of course, if they're not, or, one of their lawyers or something like that shows up and actually represents Ezra. But if Ezra does not show up or have any legal representation show up on their behalf, they are in some serious trouble. And if that happens, then I do believe, yes, things are going to get very, very bad. Very, very bad. Glory, I promise you tomorrow we will be doing the interview, and not the interview, but doing the discussion tomorrow for sure, because there's just so much to talk about. And it's such a big conversation about JonBenet. And I want to give it the right amount of focus and time that it absolutely deserves, because it's 25 plus years of content, of coverage that I want to give you guys. Okay. So tomorrow for sure. All right. Just so you guys know. But that is all that. Zozo Bob, you're right. And I'll say this really quick. Shout out to the families of and the people that are affected by Olivia Newton-John's passing today. Obviously, she left a lot of really dope things behind. And I know a lot of people feel some type of way. A lot of people grew up with her and all that. I only really know her from Grease. I know that she's been in other movies and other projects as well, but that's the most iconic one that I know. I think, wasn't she in Xanadu too or something like that? But I digress. May she rest in peace. Apparently she was fighting cancer for a while, and of course she passed from that today. So may she rest in peace. And for those of y'all who are feeling that are very moved by that information, my condolences to every single last one of y'all. But back into this story. And yeah, I get it. A lot of people are upset, understandably. It's sad. You know what I mean? It's very, very sad. But okay, now we got to get into this piece here. All right, we're going to tap into this just a little bit, but these are the allegations that are still coming out. Okay, now this happened. This came out 2 days ago. Again, not sitting here saying that this is the most reliable article in the world, but I've seen other articles say the same things here, that these allegations are really out here of Ezra doing some very unthinkable things to not only just women that are with him that are of age, but also women that are not. And that's insane. And yes, TB, please, guys, hit that like button down below. Do not forget to do that. And of course, crush that subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. All right. That would really, really mean a lot. And that's the other thing too, Laura. That's the one thing I'd like to know as well. It almost seems like they have an Iceland chapter and a Vermont chapter and a Hawaii chapter for their C, for their CU later today. Okay. This seems weird. They're everywhere. And of course, when you got money, you got those kind of deep pockets, you can hop on planes and just bounce everywhere, right? You can travel. But let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Right quick, let me just blow this up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more. All right. There's nothing that can be compared to the absurdity that Ezra Miller Rowe is witnessing right now. The actor was all set to play, but he already is playing this in this DCEU standalone movie. But of course, they have been dealing with a lot of controversies, as we already know. Now, we already know that Ezra was arrested on March 27th on charges of misconduct and harassment. This is the story I was telling you guys as well. A Hawaii couple got a restraining order against the Flash star after he broke into their apartment and threatened them and stole many things. Now, the thing is he didn't break into their home. Apparently, he was invited to stay in the home and I guess was drunk or high or on some, or just had a mental break, went into the bedroom and said that they would do some seriously bad things to that person's wife. All right. That's why the restraining order was created. All right. They were back behind bars in April after a complaint of second-degree assault. Turns out that's not where the weird stories end. Now, as per new report, it's being said that Ezra Miller travels around with a firearm and a bulletproof jacket as fears that the FBI and I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but fears that the FBI and the KKK is behind them. If that wasn't enough, there are updates that he legit led a see you later today for 2 months. Like, apparently they are still doing this right now. And even tried convincing non-binary folks and some women to isolate themselves from their families. As per report in the We Got This Covered, a portal spoke to 14 people who have been interacting or have interacted with Ezra Miller. They have claimed that the actor has frightening emotional outbursts and has lost their touch with reality. As per some source, the Flash star carries a gun and bulletproof vest, worried that KKK and FBI are coming after them. If it's not enough, an insider claims that Ezra was running this C word from a rented Airbnb for the last 2 months. The report also says that they tried to convince impressionable young women and non-binary people to isolate from their family and loved ones. They have even been accused of brooming minors and trying to have relations with them. Now, this is something that has been percolating conversations that have been being said as of recently, where these accusations are really floating out here. This particular individual believes that they have superpowers, like they are the second coming of Christ. And now there are stories out here where they are trying to spread their seed. There it is. I don't know what else to say except now, this is the reason why I'm talking about this charge. Because I'm hoping to God that this charge slows this mother lover down, stops this person dead in their tracks, kill it, destroy it, done. That's what I'm hoping for. That maybe whoever gets, whatever happens, they go into this courthouse. Next thing you know, boom. Hey, Ezra, lots going on with you, man. We need to figure some things out. That's it. We need to figure some things out. You need to slow your ass down. Maybe you need to sit down and speak to a professional, get diagnosed properly, and find the right counseling, if not medication, that can help you even yourself out. so that maybe less of these accusations will follow. Or, hey, we hear you gotta see you later today, and that you got a commune full of people that are quote unquote hypnotized by you, enamored, and are willing to do everything that you say, willing to move at your beckoning call. Well, now you need to pick up the phone, call that commune, and call this whole thing off before it gets bad, before they start drinking the Kool-Aid. You feel me? This is what I'm hoping is going to happen for Ezra very, very soon. That's what I'm hoping. Because as one of our super chats that I just read a second ago, a lot of people, including myself, are worried about this turning into something nasty, that this turns into the demise of Ezra. And we don't want to hear that. We don't want to see that. We want to see somebody find health, and all those other people that may be lost, because they could be all, I know this sounds corny, and I don't mean it to sound corny, but they could also be lost little lambs that are just trying to find leadership, just trying to find a path. And that's what usually people who run certain groups like these, that's who they prey on. The people that are lost, the people that are looking, searching for meaning. And all they got to do is turn on that charm, and next thing you know, they're going, hey, I'm going wherever he goes. And he's a movie star. Wow. You get to do movies. It's all smoke and mirrors. It becomes very attractive to someone who feels lost and feels alone. So I'm hoping that this is a situation that gets nipped in the bud, maybe sooner rather than us waiting for September 27th for them to actually waltz into a courtroom. But you never know. The way the pattern is right now, we don't know where Ezra is. Ezra everywhere. They're hopping all over the place. They're all over the damn place, and that's what's frustrating about this. But as soon as they actually get them, as soon as they get Ezra with their feet planted on U.S. soil somewhere, man, I guarantee you, they're going to get hit with all kinds of charges. That's just what I personally think. But I'm really worried about some Kool-Aid-ish. Okay? And for all we know, this person could seriously just disappear and be gone for good. You know, a little Roman Polanski, if you will. If you don't know who Roman Polanski is, look him up. Not once has Roman Polanski come back and set his foot on American soil for a very, very, very messed up reason. All right? But if Roman Polanski was ever to put his foot on American soil, if anyone was to know that Roman Polanski showed up on American soil, that man will be scooped up in a heartbeat. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens here, y'all. Hopefully this will slow Ezra down, but we'll see what happens here. Anything is bloody possible. Anything is bloody possible. As much as we know what we know so far, I mean, shoot. We'll see. But you never know. Ezra might not even show up. And then Ezra will have a whirlwind of more problems. But I'm hoping that Ezra shows up so we can just be done. You know? And also, it's an opportunity for them to actually step forward, clear any of this BS the speculations, the rumors, the articles, all those things, opportunities for them to step forward as an adult, speak on their own behalf, say what needs to be said. And then Flash can be a huge success and everyone can love and appreciate what he's done and move the F on. That's it. But we'll see what happens. We will definitely see what happens here very, very soon. Anyway, guys, that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being on here. Like I said, it was going to be a short one, but like I said, it's going to give you a good one and a good conversation. Tomorrow, I will be doing the JonBenet Ramsey conversation. We got a big conversation tomorrow. I will let you know what time that goes on. All right, when that all goes down. But I saw that this story was popping off, so I was like, okay, we got to talk about this real quick before I run off and take care of some other things. But Ezra Miller has been charged. We'll see if this person actually shows the F up for their court date. And I guess the rest will come. And also, you never know what else they're investigating on it, Ezra Miller. So Ezra Miller could catch other charges here too. Because God knows what else they're investigating, or what else is being seen in those cameras, or whatever footage that they're actually looking through as well. Excuse me. TB, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you. All right. No. Thank you. I appreciate the support. It really does mean a lot. TB, thank you so much. But like I said, I wanted to talk to you guys about that. Appreciate y'all for spending the time with me and chopping it up about this. Do me a favor before you head off. Please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Crush it. Make it scream out your name. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, because we're talking about a bunch of things on this channel. So please be a part of the conversation. Hop on. We got to talk about a whole lot of stuff, guys. We got a lot to cover. All right. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the show. Hit that notification bell as well so that you know whenever I go live or whenever I throw up a pop-up video. Anyway, and yes, Zozo Bob, may she rest in peace. Olivia Newton-John, may she rest in peace. All right. Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. Have a great rest of your night. Sandwich, I love you too. Love you guys. Have a great night. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.